And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Satisfactory, working on our power system for our Uber factory here. And I've got this all set up. We've got the refined E65 over there. We have it coming over here to get made into unfiltered deuterium. I don't have the uranium run yet, because I kind of want to be able to move around here without my radiation suit. So yeah, this is quiet. The fluid is there. It's ready to go. The whole system is ready to rock and roll. But then that goes into each one of these, and we have, it's a 1-to-1 ratio. One of those goes into one of these. It's nice. And we have the packaged water here, and then the output from here we have the liquid deuterium output and the 2 empty canisters output, and those come down here to this little setup that I put together. We've got the canister setup here. Now 4 of those are going to use 120 packaged water a minute, and lo and behold, bingo, one of these is exactly 120 packaged water per minute. And we have the pumps over here capable of far more than that, but yeah, this, I've actually underclocked it to 55%, because we only need 120, and a little extra is nice. Okay, so here we have a little bit of, oh, autosave is coming. So as you can see, I went and grabbed containers over in my container creating area, right where plastic is being unloaded. And so I have a storage here with, full of containers and ready to get this system up and running. This, not the most elegant little solution there, but remember, this fluid is going to come down here and go somewhere. I just realized there's a ginormous rock in the way. That kind of hurts my groove a little bit there. So I have to figure that out. I can't really expand that. I could expand this one. I maybe could go around like that. Go around here and then come down over here. It's a lot of pipe and stuff. I'm not sure what the throughput on that would be. I could gracefully go down, and that would help it go downhill. But anyway, let's get these containers situated here. Okay, so you are right. Gonna be there. Can we? No. Of course not, because that would be easy. So we're gonna have to figure this out. That looks like the same height. Bingo. Again, not elegant, but I'd rather do this than mess about with, weird ratios and things like that. Okay, so this one, I might be able. Let's do this one first. That's gonna get gnarly right there. I highly doubt. No. And even setting that to the side is not gonna solve it. Like this. Okay, so that means this and this. Let's bring you down again. Oh, come on, can I? Like that. And that. There we go. It's not elegant, but this part of the base, I want to get this up and running, soon. Okay. This will at least prime the system. this should start flowing that water. Come on. Oh, you know what? You know what I just realized? This is the output. I just realized it's the output. Okay, you and you and you and you go away. Yeah, same issue over here. This is the output. Man, I thought this was such a nice little setup. Okay. I can't believe I did that. Okay, so over here, instead, this is where the water is going to come in. Production water pump. I can't believe I did that. I can believe it, but I can't believe it. Okay, again, we want this to be roughly 55. I could set it to exactly 120, but I don't want to. You know what? Let's cancel that for a second. Now that that's out of the way, well, yeah, see, this pole gets in the way, so there's that. But the pole can be moved pretty easily. This might make this a little bit more elegant. We can do a little bit better than that. There. Much better. And now let's actually hook that up. I can't believe it. It's so funny. This is gonna have to be more or less straight on. Okay. Now, the water over here is a little trickier because it's right here, right? So, I mean, I could bring it in from way over here. That is an option. Take these. Basically, it has to line up with the seam here. There. And hook it up with power. Okay, so this is finally it's finally operational. And if I need more containers, I can just drop some in here. So depends on what the throughput is, because you know there's a lot of belt in between here and there, so you just never know. But packaged water is ready to rock and roll. All right, so now we need to figure out how many of the final craft step that we need. So this is the deuterium, and this is, each side of this is 15 per unit, so that is going to be 60 fluid per minute on each side here. Okay, so if we look at the final product here, that's 60 per minute from there and 60 per minute from there. Easily managed in a single pipe. Now, let's go to production and refinery and see let's go a little... Yeah, let's go right in here. Leave ourselves some space. Oh, we could have actually done a better job than that. Let's do... there. And there. Okay, so these are going to be the actual fuel, and then lo and behold, we're using the same branch of foundations for this fuel that we use for the nuclear fuel. How about that? That worked out rather well. Okay, so advanced reactor cores. This is going to be... Wait, is this... That's a regular refinery. Where's my Mark III? That's a Mark III. Why did I not select the Mark III when I wanted to? It's bizarre. I was like, this looks wrong. It's value. Okay, so looking at the reactor core, we are at 1 part per minute and 5 deuterium a minute. So remember, each side of this is 60 deuterium. So that means one side of this can support 12 refineries. 12 refineries. And I can flip these around. Actually, that might even work even better. Let's go right there. Because the only output for these is the core. So I could, in theory, give myself a little bit of leeway here, and we're going to need some space to wiggle some belts. Remember, the outputs are offset from one another. So if I basically put the logistics merger like right in the center of the block, like that, is that enough space? No. Is that enough space? That is enough space. Okay, so let's use there. Take you away. I want to make sure this works before I put all the rest of them. So that works there, and that works there. Okay, good. That tells me we can go. So remember, 12 refineries on this side and 12 refineries on that side. That is a lot of reactor core crafting, which is basically 24 cores a minute. But this whole system sort of depends on roughly 20 a minute. Roughly 20 a minute. So that extra 4, I don't know if we have the raw production and stuff up top to keep up with that. So I will build probably 10 of these on each side and go from there. Wow, look at the heavy frame usage. And this is not sitting down because it's got a waterfall that it goes over. Get a couple of these built here. Okay, that's all I can afford right now. Okay, so the inputs is going to be that fluid right there coming in over here. So let's see if we can't line this up. That looks pretty lined up right there. So that will be my first step, and then I need to offset right there. And again, I gave myself a lot of space back here. But you get the idea here. This is just a lot of rinse and repeat. So as far as pipe goes, how far can we stretch a pipe before it starts complaining? Right about there. Okay. Actually, let's do this. 6. And then actually this is just about perfect. What are the odds? Okay, so I want a stackable pipeline roughly there. Does that stretch? It does. Does that stretch? It does. Excellent. So that will just flow downhill super fast. Now, the let's put in a get our offset there. Ideally, that would be where we bring in there's the casings right there. I brought the casings in already. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then the same thing. This one is going to be a little trickier because again, we have to figure out ramp down to like so. I want this to, similar to how that is, ramp right into the output. So if we go give ourselves plenty of space. Yeah, see, I don't like how that hits the edge like that, so end up going there. No, I didn't want to eat. Like that. Then so that is, come on, give me the line. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go right in like that. Because this is gonna. No, I didn't want. Just randomly climbing things today. Okay, so this is a splitter in line with all of these, and this goes this way. Okay, the pipe over here is going to be a little wonky because this stackable pipeline like so. 2, 3, 4, 5. Not sure how far the pipe can stretch. Let's go from here, here. So close. So close. Yes. Okay. Bring it down right in here. And I've got a whole bunch of things to build to get this actually, you know, where we want it. Like, a lot. Remember, there's going to be 10 refineries on each side. And there's going to be a whole lot of hope and fingers crossing on this setup, because all of this stuff has to line up and fit pretty perfectly. All right, well, that is the rough idea of what we're going for here. I've got a lot of sort of busy work to do, and when we come back, we will work on the next big step, which is the coolant. 3, 4, 5. Somewhere in here, yeah. The coolant is going to be a monster system, like crazy system. So hope you're on board with that. But after the coolant, then it's time to start powering our base with the arc reactors, and I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, a couple more steps and then we'll be there, and then we can start working on uber production of things to grind up and make tickets out of, because the goal for now is to buy all the statues. I may even get the mod that makes statues like way bigger. There's a mod that makes them like 10 times bigger. They're just enormous, but they're cool looking. So I'm wanting something cool looking. All right, well, that's going to do it for this episode, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.